Hi friends, I am Sai Chaitanya. Welcome back to my channel Sai Tech. In this video, I'll be comparing the both phones mi10i versus the Realme X7 Pro device. So this is a question which was asked by a lot of subscriber, and one of the subscriber recently comment in my channel asking me to particularly make a video on this particular topic. So which phone is a better to buy? As you can see, is a subscriber who did ask which is better to buy. As I said, I'll be doing a video on this particular topic, and here's a video friends for you all. And a lot of users, they are really confused, not confused, they are thinking to buy the mi10i device, and they are waiting for the Realme X7 Pro also to get released. So this video might be helpful for a lot of users since I am using the both phones for quite a long time. And let's get started friends. This is the small chart which I have prepared right now. So in this topic, I'll try to cover the processor, display, battery charging, and the camera and the build quality. And final conclusion, I'll try to give which phone to buy as well. So make sure to check the links in description friends for more details about the playlist of both the smartphones. You can find really good interesting videos in both the smartphones. As you can see, I did upload so many videos, 100 and 200 videos on the Realme smartphone. So let's get started with the first thing is the processor. So in terms of the processor friends, the mi10i has got the Snapdragon 750G processor, and whereas the Realme X7 Pro has got the Dimensity 1000 plus processor. So in terms of the processor difference and performance, both phones are good in terms of handling the everyday day-to-day usage, and no issues in terms of normal using capabilities. But just in terms of the performance results, so there is a special application which is the AnTuTu benchmark application, so where you can be seeing the scores. And now let me try to quickly compare the AnTuTu benchmark results between both the smartphones, where you can decide how much score there is a difference between both the smartphones. So as you can see friends, this is the AnTuTu benchmark score which is present in the mi10i 5G smartphone, which is of close to 3,40,000, and the Realme X7 Pro with the Dimensity 1000 plus scored about 5,20,000. So Snapdragon 750G versus Dimensity 1000 plus. You can see how much difference is there. The difference is close to 2 lakhs difference is there friends. That's a significant difference if you ask me. Definitely that's a huge difference. So you're getting the close to double kind of performance in the Realme X7 Pro. So if you are a gamer and if you're planning to buy a phone as a future proof, like to maintain for 3 to 4 years, then definitely I would recommend you to buy the very powerful processor, because we all know the Android phones, they'll get slow with the time. So it's not like the iPhones, the Android phones, definitely they'll get slow with the time. So if you're planning to buy the premium end smartphone, always choose the top processor which is at that year. So right now friends, the Dimensity 1000 plus processor is a really good option for you all. So next is the display. So in terms of the display, absolute winner is a Super AMOLED panel in the Realme X7 Pro. There is no doubt at all. Even the mi10i has got the really good IPS LCD panel display, but which is a normal IPS LCD panel, not the optimized LCD panel. So optimized IPS LCD panel which is present in the mi10t. mi10t has got the optimized, which is kind of slightly above IPS LCD panel, but this phone has got just normal, just the basic IPS LCD panel. But there is another catch in this mi10i. You do have the color boost technology where you can increase the colors very good. So I did a video comparison friends just now, I think 1 hour ago I did upload a video on that particular topic, where I compared both phones by increasing the colors in the mi10i, as you can see friends. So which will be the clear example for you all to see how the mi10i is gonna perform, and it's really shocking results. So trust me friends, make sure to watch that video to see. The mi10i has got really good display. If you use the software thing, it's even crossed the Realme X7 Pro's display. So but if you don't use any those kind of tricks, if you use a normal phone, then definitely the Realme X7 Pro is a winner in terms of the display, which also has the 1200 nits of brightness, and this phone has got I think 450 or 480 nits of brightness. So double brightness you are getting for the outdoor visibility is very good in the Realme X7 Pro. So this is what about the display. And next let's talk about the battery and the charging. In terms of the battery and the charging, I give absolute points to the Realme X7 Pro friends, no doubt at all, because the mi10i has got the very less battery for this weight of this phone. It doesn't even justify the weight of the phone and the size. The battery is too less. Don't take it wrong friends, because the 4800 mAh of battery is also too high, too much for a lot of users. But still I'm comparing the phones which are already released. For example, the POCO X3 which has got the 6000 mAh of battery, and there are so many other smartphones with a 5000 mAh of battery from the same company, Redmi Note 9 Pro Max, Redmi Note 9 Pro, and a lot of other smartphones companies as well, from the Realme and a lot of other phones. So 4800 mAh of battery for this huge size is not justifying. The size, the weight of this phone is actually equal to the weight of this 7000 mAh of battery from the Samsung Galaxy smartphone. So battery is not great in this Mi10i device, friends. And when you compare with the Realme X1 Pro, the Realme X1 Pro is a really winner in terms of the battery, because 4500 mAh of battery and 4800 mAh of battery. You might get slightly more battery backup on this Mi10i device, but I would prefer the Realme X7 Pro because of fast charging. It can get charged within 40 minutes, and this takes about 1 hour, 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So this is what you need to know between the both the smartphones in terms of the battery and charging. You will be able to get 5 to 7 hours, and same kind of screen on time, 5 to 7 hours. So there will be only half an hour difference between both the phones in terms of the battery backup. That's not a big deal, friends, but you are getting really lightweight and very good fast charging in this Realme phone. So I would recommend this phone only. So next is the camera. So camera is another area where I'll be preferring the Mi10i for mainly for two reasons. So first reason is that the camera has got lot of built-in tons of features. So if you go to the camera application, if you go to the more option, as you can see, there are so much of things you can play around with in this phone. So where the Realme phone doesn't have this much of customization. So for the photography or the videography users, you will be definitely liking this kind of all the different option which is present in the Mi10i device. So another thing I particularly like about this phone is that you do have the 108 megapixel lens, but some scenarios it doesn't help, but some scenarios it will help. But I do like the 960 fps of slow motion in this phone. So right now the Realme doesn't have the 960 fps at the moment, but maybe in the future updates we might be able to get the 960 fps of slow motion. We do have only 120 and 240. So in this Mi10i you do have the 960. So maybe in the future you will be able to get that update, friends, with the 960 fps support. So in terms of camera, I do like the Mi10i little bit, but not much. I did a comparison side by side as well, friends. So make sure to check that video in case if you want to know more details about the camera results as well. So that will be giving you a clear idea in terms of the camera. There are a few shots which are already taken using this both phones, so make sure to check those videos particularly. So in which I did a detailed review testing the zooming capabilities of this 108 megapixel and testing the dynamic range as well, comparing with this phone. So make sure to check those video, friends, in case if you haven't watched those videos. So the links will be available in the description below. So in terms of the camera, slight points to the Mi10i and slight points for the Realme X7 Pro for having the 4K 60 fps. You may not be using 4K 60, but as a future proof option you do get the 4K 60 in this phone. So next is the build quality. Even build quality is also, both phones, they do have really good build quality, no issues. And the Mi10i has got the gloss back on the back side, as you can see, which will attract a lot of fingerprints. You can see, friends, there are so many fingerprints here. In the Realme X1 Pro you cannot see that many fingerprints, as you can see, because of this material using in the Realme X1 Pro. It's not that reflective in terms of the fingerprints on this smartphone. So overall, friends, the build quality 184 grams versus 215 grams on this Mi10i device. So it's a really weight management is really good in this in the Realme X7 Pro device. So it's a really good advantage in this phone. Both phones are having the dual stereo speaker setup and LED notification light on the top. Expandable memory in this Mi10i device. There is no expandable memory in this phone, and there is a 3.5mm jack here. There is no 3.5mm jack present in this phone. So these are the few differences between the smartphone, friends. And for more interesting videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And the final conclusion is that, so it depends upon the type of user who you are. So but I would recommend highly to go for the Realme X1 Pro if the price is kind of close to this kind of Mi10i device. So thank you for watching this video, friends, and see you in the next video for more updates. And that's it, friends. Bye.